everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Friends on the Harbor. I'm your host, Dante, actor, singer, man about town, and I am sitting here with my friend Nikki Shults, the executive director of the Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly. As always, the both of us are pleased to share our Wednesday night with all of you, and we are looking forward to giving you something good.
It is a pleasure to be with you again this week, and what a week it's been. You may remember that last week we had an anonymous donor offer to match up to $10,000 of donations made during Friends on the Harbor. Well, as you can see on the screen here, you are all making that happen, and we're getting closer to that $60,000 goal. And only you can make that happen. With $60,000, we'll be able to continue relieving isolation and loneliness among the elderly during the pandemic and beyond. I want to take the time to say a special thank you to our sponsors, Eastern Bank, Stratos Consulting, Boston Private, Seniors Helping Seniors, and Tonneson & Co. I would also like to thank the event committee who's done an incredible job getting these episodes together, Julia Wengrovitz, Rosemary McAndrew, Josh Obiter, and our Director of Development, Robert Guthrie.
This week's episode, we'll be talking about technology and ending with a very special performance by Boston native Livingston Taylor. Honestly, Nikki, I don't know how I would be making it through this pandemic without technology, whether it's weekly Zoom game nights with friends or, virtual social hours with coworkers and friends and family, or even YouTube videos. I mean, those connections are the reason I'm able to bear with this pandemic.
Same. I've been spending a lot of time in front of screens in the last few months. But sadly, many older adults in our programs did not have that option. Some hadn't needed or wanted to use technology in the past, and others just simply lacked access to devices and internet connection to make it happen. But fortunately, our friends at the Age Strong Commission at the City of Boston helped connect us to tablets and data plans to share with people in our program. And with some training and support, we've gotten people on the internet making those virtual connections that we've all needed so much in the last few months. No one is too old to learn new technology.
Nikki, I'm so inspired by the seniors and elders in your programs that have shown incredible patience and humor in trying to learn how to use technologies to enhance social connections.
In an effort to make learning the technology easier, I'm excited to introduce today's guest, Deepa Manghnani. She's from Slalom Consulting, who we've been working with for the last few months to build an app for older adults. Deepa has over 10 years experience in project management with primary focus on business improvements using custom software engineering. Her expertise lies in strategic planning, defining project vision, and executing value-based delivery with a keen eye towards outcomes and client success. She's been engaged with LBFE as part of Slalom Build Hackathon for Social Good.
Social isolation has always been a big challenge for elderly adults and has been exponentially increasing since the pandemic. It can have serious impacts on an individual's physical and mental health and can create increased feeling of separation. Losing a sense of connection and community can change a person's perception of the world. This year, Slalom Build initiated an opportunity for us to engage with our local community through a hackathon, Hack for Social Good. We identified social isolation as our cause and engaged with Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly organization to identify a means to address the issue. We came up with the idea to create a new virtual platform as means to bringing the elderly together through an online community of virtual events and activities. It'll be easy to use and will enable them to stay connected while learning new skills along the way. The real challenge this project brings is accessibility. While we are using all the pillars of accessibility such as vision, language, and control, we wanted to also focus on ease of use. To do so, we will be enabling the Zoom calls to get initiated within the LBFE app itself without the users having to open the Zoom app separately. We hope avoiding redirections and distractions will help the users get more used to the technology and more familiarized with the application itself. At Slalom, we value creative problem solving, creating simple solutions for complex issues. It has been great working on a solution to alleviate social isolation through a simple idea and yet make a big difference. Thank you, Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly, for your work on relieving isolation and loneliness, and for inviting us to be part of your mission.
Wow. Now, we've seen bits from these virtual programs over the last 2 episodes, so let's go back to our friends in Jamaica Plain and see what they have to say about learning new technology and adopting the virtual lifestyle.
Get on a little bit every day so I can learn how to do it because I know nothing about computer. When I was working in a hospital, everything was there. So only thing you had to do was push a button and it would come up.
I've never heard of Zoom until my classes were put online. And I guess now it's just another way to communicate and to see people. So I think that I like it, but I'd rather be in person. But since we can do that, we're still connecting, but it's virtually.
Well, I never heard of Zoom until everybody started going by Zoom. Now we're doing everything by Zoom.
Before going remotely, I've never heard of Zoom before. I've never learned how to use it. So having to figure out how to do virtual programming with our programming was something completely new to myself and to all of us.
See, but it's hard to get into work these computers, get to know the work of, but eventually I might get to it.
The incidental chat, where learning incidentals about people's lives is really sort of an interesting byproduct of whatever the endeavor we do. So that is very interesting to me because I collect stories.
One of the real tragedies of COVID-19 is that it really disrupted our community at Farnsworth House, being able to spend time together, have parties, have activities. There's no community anymore in person. So this allows us to spend time together, to keep our relationships going, to get to know new people, and to keep having the relationship between Farnsworth House and Little Brothers.
So it was really fun for me to see these answers come out because this group in Jamaica Plain was with us since the very beginning. They were our pilot group, the first folks to get tablets, and they really learned with us how to teach older adults who haven't used technology before how to get on Zoom, how to run a virtual program. So the activity that people were doing at this program was actually designed by one of the older adults, and it was, I think they call it 10-minute memoirs. So you get a few writing prompts, you take a minute and you write down your answers, and then you share out what people are thinking of. So to hear people's reactions to learning technology and using it and what it's meant to them is just really heartening to hear because, again, they were with us from the beginning, and it was hard in the beginning, and it was hard to teach. We've done tech cafes, but we hadn't run programs completely virtually online before. So thank you to them for paving the way for our other programs to get kicked off and for teaching us our mistakes and helping us correct and be better. And really, so this is a group of 10 or so, and really paving the way for the next 90 receiving tablets to have a positive experience.
That's just excellent. It's so excellent to see them involved in the process and really kind of making it easier for everyone else in the group, the larger group, when you go wide with the app. Nikki, how can our friends watching tonight help out?
So as you know, we're still working towards our goal of raising $60,000 to relieve isolation and loneliness among the elderly. You can go online tonight to littlebrothersboston.org or click the link in this video description below to make a donation today. And don't forget, you still have an opportunity to have your donation matched dollar for dollar by our anonymous donor. That means a gift of $500 could be $1,000 towards our programs.
Nikki, can you tell me a little bit more about what a donation could mean for LBFE?
Great, so as an example of what a donation could mean for LBFE, for every $100, that supports 1 week of check-in calls for 40 older adults. For $250, that means 1 week of support for our Bridge the Distance telefriending and video messaging program. For $500, there's 1 year, a full year of our Zoom subscription to host our virtual City Sites program. A $1,000 donation will sponsor a luncheon or picnic to bring folks together again when the pandemic is over so we can see each other live. And for $2,500, that's 1 month of virtual city sites programming or a month of in-person programming when we're back in sites.
So great. See how far your dollar can go when you donate? I mean, in the big scheme of things, it's not a lot of money and you can get so much out of it. Our seniors benefit so much. Well, Nikki, as every week, it's been a lot of fun. I always have a great time hanging out with you. And right now, let's close out tonight's show with something good. Now, tonight's musical performance is by somebody I absolutely love. It is Boston native Livingston Taylor. Livingston Taylor has been performing, writing, and teaching music for over 50 years. He has written top 40 hits recorded by his brother James Taylor. He has himself appeared with Joni Mitchell, Linda Ronstadt, Fleetwood Mac, and Jimmy Buffett. He is equally at home with a range of musical genres: folk, pop, gospel, jazz, and from upbeat storytelling and touching ballads to full orchestra performances. LBFE is honored to bring him into your living room tonight. Please welcome Livingston Taylor.
All right, enjoy the music and don't forget to make your donation.
Hello, Livingston Taylor here, coming to you to talk about Little Brothers, Friends of the Elderly. Listen, this is such a wonderful idea. Little Brothers, Friends of the Elderly. It's a way of bringing people together and helping to end elder loneliness. It's a problem. People need contact. They need communication. They need to be with one another. Little Brothers, Friends of the Elderly, you're here in support of that, and it is so appreciated. Got a little song around this. It's a song I wrote called Best of Friends. We're the best of friends, heart and soul, head to head, toe to toe. I'm not letting go. We're the best of friends. I thought you knew that the best I am is beside you. Wear a couple of comfy shoes. Ooh, together we're a pipe dream, all lit up and smoking about all the things we'll do. Oh, together we are wishes. My, aren't we delicious? Coming true. We're the best of friends. The drift, the sway, the give, the take, the day to day. A bit in each other's way. And when it's time to let you go, at the last we both will know that it started long ago. With a simple, quick hello. Hello. We're the best of friends.
Thank you, Livingston Taylor, for being a part of our show and joining our mission to relieve isolation and loneliness among the elderly. Your support means the world to us.
Don't forget to tune in next Wednesday at 7 p.m. for something good. Episode 4 of Friends on the Harbor will feature renowned Buddy Holly tribute band Rave On, an energetic show that you won't want to miss. So we'll see you next week, and don't forget to make your donations at littlebrothersboston.org.